This episode of the WYcast is sponsored by Buy My Fucking Album. So, buy my fucking album. www.exp.uk. Nice one. Hello, my name's XP. I'm a hip-hop MC, producer, engineer and general musician based in Leeds, West Yorkshire. Those that know me know I have a lot of time for West Yorkshire-based musicians, and since my days running and hosting the WY Cypher, I've tried to always champion the local community while also maintaining my rapper arrogance that everyone but me is whack and they should all quit. But also maintaining my non-existent self-esteem that I'm actually the wackest around and I should quit. One thing that always reminds me that it's just sick to make music and be a part of WY is talking to other musicians, but in person and not on social media. After convincing myself podcasts are a waste of valuable music listening time, I decided to do one anyway, as at least this way you're listening to good musicians based in or affiliated with the West Yorkshire hip-hop scene, and I'll be expanding that out to soul and jazz musicians as well over time. I'll be talking to people I know, and hopefully those I don't as well, to speak to them about their music and their association with WY West Yorkshire. And just a side thing, I'm going to be constantly saying WY, WY, West Yorkshire, and interchanging them. So just get over it. This time out, we've got Selrok, an amazing producer based in Leeds. If you're the kind of guy who listens to a podcast on 2x speed or whatever, don't do it to this one, because Selrok talks at 2x speed. We're like this every time. What do we think about this? What do we think about this right now? Oh yes, this is good. And I was doing the same, and I was following and doing really quickly. So the whole thing's at crazy speeds. Is about 20 minutes quicker than any other podcast I've done so far. But yeah, we both were chatting quick. So enjoy. Selrok, thanks for joining me at Kirkstall. Abbey, you fucking legend, man.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
How long have you lived in Kirkstall for? Because I think it was only recently I was like, the guy's around the corner from me. Like,
yeah, so I mean, 4 years really. So since the beginning of COVID, pretty much.
Have you always been a Leeds head? Or
Yeah. So I grew up in Leeds, lived in Leeds all my life and all
right.
that. But then I was living in Vietnam, but then I had to move back because I got well ill. But then COVID happened anyway, so it was kind of lucky.
Good timing in the end. You wouldn't want to be caught out there.
Oh yeah, no, I'd have been fucked, man. So
First I ever heard of you, I'm trying to think back, and I had that radio show I was doing, a sort of radio show called A Up.
Yeah.
So we're in about 2013, 14. I was looking for sick artists to play. And came across your stuff, I think, through that. Either you submitted, it was around you and Ilflo Tante, Johnny Northern, producers like that who are sick as hell, notably sick as hell. And I was looking back on your SoundCloud and songs did seem to go back to 11 or so years ago to that date.
Yeah.
So, but what I had was Selrok, aka Corless.
Yeah, well,
does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, Corless is my last name, right? So yeah. So Selrok is literally just Corless backwards.
No way.
Yeah. So
I can't put that together. Was there any other Johnny Corless? Has there ever been a Johnny, or is that your name?
Yeah, I am Johnny Corless.
You're Johnny Corless.
My actual name is Johnny Corless.
Again, didn't know that. You're one of these guys. I'm like, I just know the producer name for.
Oh yeah. No, man of many names in it, but yeah. Because I mean, in reality, right, it actually comes down to I didn't want anybody from work to be able to find anything that I did. So.
I literally just had that conversation with Ron Johnson, who was working with kids, who was like, last thing I need is kids Googling me at work and all the rest of it, man. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. So imagine, right? So when I first started working when I was 16, so not my Facebook, my MySpace, right? My MySpace had loads of really bait photos of me smoking weed in the fucking woods when I was a kid, when I was younger and that. So when you search my name, it came up with loads of all those photos and stuff. I was like, well, that makes me essentially unemployable.
Yeah, so, if they Google your word.
Yeah. So I had to message MySpace and send them a picture of me with my passport and everything, because I didn't know my login anymore. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely me. Can you please remove it?
To take it down and that. Oh my God. So it was just up there anyway. Oh, mate.
Yeah. So that was kind of the turning point where it was right, my digital footprint is not going to have my actual name tied to it whatsoever.
How old are you, bro? What's your birthday year?
29,
29, right. So you've been making beats since you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Then. How did you get into it? What were your first roots into making beats?
So I mean, I was trying to make beats forever, really. I tried, doing stupid stuff on Fruity Loops.
Are you did you come from a music background?
No. So pretty much, right. So my family aren't musical in the slightest, but my brother started DJing when I was 12. He got a set of decks, so started mixing dubstep and drum and bass and stuff.
Nice.
So naturally, I just started mixing at the same time because we've always been mates and stuff. So he just kind of put me onto it.
Yeah.
And then from there, I was always I love DJing, and that's kind of what I've done for the longest, and that's probably what I still probably sound the best at. So I've been, but then Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I always wanted to make the tunes, you know what I mean? But like, I didn't understand how they were done. But I was like, right. So I heard about Fruity Loops, and I was like, right, I'll download Fruity Loops. But this is before you could go on YouTube and like search like tutorials.
Yeah,
and all
so you
that
had to just find your way, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Like,
so we're talking what age here? Like 16, 17?
No, like 12. Like
12,
yeah.
and you're getting downloading a crack copy of Fruity Loops.
Yeah, like year 7, like straight up, like.
Nice.
Yeah. But then from there, then like all my mates were like making bass line and stuff. But then like I was trying here and there, but then I didn't start properly making hip hop till I was like 16.
Okay.
So because that basically Ilflaton. So me and Ilflaton, like we were making beats like together like straight away. So like.
Do you know each other from school, or how did you guys?
Yeah. So I went to college for like 2 months, right? But like, in that 2 months, like we like became like best mates. So yeah. Then,
LCM, is this Leeds College Music?
Nah. So it was actually Lawnswood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sick.
Yeah. So went to Lawnswood with like a couple of months, and then like, I ended up leaving there.
Yeah.
But then. So like, we were still just mates, and so but he lived in Bramham, so he'd stay at mine all the time.
Nice.
But then he was like, he didn't want to go there anymore. He wanted to start Leeds College of Music. So he started making hip hop beats and stuff. And we were both like, we were always hip hop heads anyway.
Of course.
Like, you grow up with it.
Of course, so. Yeah.
And but I'd always been more interested in the beat side because I also always rapped a little bit and all that type of stuff, but my mates were always better than me in that.
So you did start out doing a bit of rapping then?
Yeah. I mean, I still rap a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Have you got stuff? There's nothing out, is there? I couldn't hear a verse of you online right now.
There's a couple of secret ones, but I'm not going to tell you where they are. Because I'm not too proud of them. So if anybody wants to find them and if they enjoy them, then cool. But
Fair
then
enough.
Otherwise, then
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, but so it was main focus on the beats and what you and Ilflotant were like.
Yeah, we were just like going back and forth because he was basically just like living in my house because he lived in Bramhope. So rather than him getting the last bus home, like getting the X64 or whatever, he'd just stay at my house and we'd just sit and make beats all night.
You were chilling. Where were you living at that time?
At my mum's house in Headingley.
Yeah. Mate, perfect place to be doing it.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's just been. So you were starting on Fruity Loops because I've most recently seen you at Chills' Night Pairside, and you're using SPO 404. Is that just for like playing out, or?
Yeah. So I've been through a bunch of different things. So I mean, really, so Ableton's like my main thing now.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But so like what it started. So it started off with like. All the Fruity Loops era stuff, that was all terrible. I wouldn't even call it music. That was just like me attempting to get ideas down. I didn't understand, what even like the inserts were or the effects and stuff. So, yeah, I couldn't do all. Yeah, you could make drum patterns and stuff. You had ideas, but
of course.
Yeah. So like Ilflaton Luke, he put me on to Ableton.
Yeah.
And basically it was just from there. I was like. Yeah, it just like ran with it immediately. It was like showed me how to do like showed me how to chop a sample, all that type of shit. Because I didn't know. Like honestly, bro, like I'd heard the tunes, but like I said, I'm not from a musical family, so like you know,
I've got a clue like how to do it. How did you? Because I was wondering if you haven't got a musical family, how do you like establish like the 2 and the 4 needs to be where the snare is and stuff like that? Is it just through listening to stuff and trying to replicate it that you got to that point?
Yeah, entirely so. I mean, I guess like when you hear my music, you can just tell it's like. I really resonate with that, like early '90s fucking boom bap sound.
Yeah. And you kill that sound, man.
Yeah, but it's what I love in it, and it's what I've always loved, and it's what I still love to this day. And like, I mean, this when there was like that SoundCloud era, like 10 years ago and shit, when there was like
you were smack bang in the middle of that, I
believe.
You got some crazy plays on your SoundCloud from like as I did everyone back then. It seems you made nice enough beats. Like,
entirely. So there was a lot of shit people.
It really was. Yeah, proper taking a piss with it. But that's cool. Man, very cool. What I was going to say, I was looking through your Spotify, and at the bottom was like copyright Illernature. What's Illernature?
So Illernature, right? So it's a record. So really, it's like the first record label thing that we did. Like, I mean, obviously, like when you release your music, it's like, all right, we need to put it under a label or whatever. So like, we started when we were like 16. So it was me and Pertrelli. Originally, yeah. So like if you actually search Illernature on YouTube, there's like songs by me and Pertrelli that are just under Illernature, but then it's also Illernature Records, so it's like One Jack will put stuff out on it, like
Okay, is it more of an umbrella, or is it actually is it a label? What is it? Like?
It's like a little team thing, I mean, it's I mean, all of it's kind of loose, to be honest with you. It's the same with like White Brick. It's like, is it a label? Is it a collective? Who really knows?
What's White Brick? I did see that on one as well, but there was that one with that was one with One Jack, was it? Or Jack Jetson maybe?
Yeah. So there's Illernature, there's Skip Class, and there's White Brick, right? So Illernature was my thing, well, mine and Petrelli's thing, should I say?
Right.
That like we started with us lot, right? And then Skip Class is like Sangria and Jack Jetson and all them lot, and they were all doing their things. But the thing is that they were like, we've always listened to each other's music, but we didn't know each other for years. Like I've known like Luso, like Lloyd for ages and stuff, like because he's mates with Pertrelli. But like I didn't actually meet Sangria and Jetson and everyone until I came back from Vietnam in 2020. And
Right.
like, well, literally, I moved into a house straight up with him. Like, well, I've met him a few times and that, but like, you know, we hadn't like chilled. But then like literally, I came back. He was like pandemic, moved into the house with them and just been like super.
That was your bubble.
Yeah.
You were straight in with those guys.
Oh, bro, it was mental, man. Like, so like, because also they were all furloughed, right, and I was working from home, and it was, I mean, I ended up losing my job. I'm not gonna lie.
Just making music and stuff because you're so busy with that. Like.
It's impossible to work when you got like a house for like 4 people that are all like making tunes all day.
So was that the crack? You were just waking up, breakfast, like make some tunes, like you'd be recording or making beats. Or
well, I
whatever.
mean, I was actually trying to work. That's the problem, but it was impossible to actually do it. But then, other than that, then yes, it was just very much like. I mean, we made so much music over that time, and there's like it's like we've got like loads stacked up. There's like there's this like mythical project called Winter Sessions that we've had since that time.
Yeah.
That we've been saying we're going to release forever, and it's going to get released at some point.
What's holding that back?
What's holding everything getting released back? I guess. Like, you know.
No, actually, that is a good question. What is holding that back for you? Is it a question of it mastering, or is it like listening, or have all parties got to be happy with it? Or?
Yeah, I think mastering. To be honest, it's all mastering in it. Like that's what it all comes down to.
What do you do for mastering? So like so say your Bulletproof album.
Yeah.
How did you get that mastered, or did you do that yourself?
I did that all myself. So
it sounds fat.
Yeah.
Considering you do it, so you could take these winter sessions and master them yourself potentially.
Yeah,
could you?
I mean that's kind of the plan, really. So like, because I guess it depends on what sort of like if I'm going to do physicals or not, really. So say with like Umbrella Head, right? So like that. I mean, really, I didn't have much to do with the mastering situation with that. It was like that was like a year-long ordeal for Sangria and like and I mean, and our mate helped us with a lot of it as well. So fucking it's just, but that was mastered for vinyl, so it is a really difficult. It's two completely different things. Like if you master it for Spotify, you just want it to sound fat, you want the bass to resonate, all that type of stuff.
But vinyl, it can sound an absolute nightmare. I've fallen afoul of that a few times, and the way it can sound and stuff. So yeah, you really need professionals in on that in that circumstance. Yeah. Man, like, have you put many physicals out? What's your?
Yeah, so
you put some tape. You put tapes out, right?
So I've been on a couple of tapes. Then we did the Jack. So me and Sangria co-produced an album for Jack Jetson, Umbrella Head. We did like a limited run of that.
Nice.
But so that was like the first bit of wax that we did. And then me and Pertrelli, we actually just got a tune on the Giles Peterson compilation.
Yes, I heard about that. Now, what's that? Is that the
Future Bubblers?
Future Bubblers word. Is that out already?
Yeah. The record's there. I mean, I've got it sat at home, and it's fucking
amazing. What has the reception been good? Have you noticed like loads more people coming and going, "Oh, yo, Selrok"?
I mean, not really. You know, the beat makers never get the shy, do they? But I mean, to be fair though, I will say that that Pertrelli is like an amazing artist in his own.
When did you first start working with them? Like, it was always Selrok and Pertrelli for a period of time. I remembered it was like you two.
Yeah, like straight away. So like, I met him through my mate Finn. Basically, so it's like they're like some of my mates' little brothers, and but they were always making beats and stuff. Yeah. And like, so we just got introduced through that. And then like Finn was like, "Oh, can I bring Pertrelli through to the studio? He wants to record." And then he was like, "Yeah, standard." And then like, literally as soon as I met him, we were just like, "Yeah, of course." Like, yeah. And then literally just been best mates since then.
Nice. And still now, and you're still working on music with him as well now.
Yeah, actively. Like he's a very elusive guy in it. Like he'll pop in and pop out. But
yeah, I first I used to record North A's back in the day, and he came through and recorded with those guys a couple of times. I think I recorded a couple of solo tracks for him, and then never saw him again. Yeah. Disappeared into the sunset, and I'm like. But you see him doing his thing and like putting music out. It's absolutely amazing, man. So yeah.
Oh, he's incredible.
How the fuck did he do the Giles Peterson link? Because truthfully, everyone in WY really just wants Giles Peterson to go. Yeah, they're the guys. Like,
I mean, honestly, he networks, man. Like he gets about. Like he's in like
disappears into the sunset, but really good at networking.
Oh yeah. Everybody knows him. He's on road everywhere at all times. He's one of those like omnipresent sort of thing.
Yeah. That's the way to be in real life as well, up in people's faces and stuff.
Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, because it's one of those as well. Like, because I guess that's why you might not speak to him for like a month, but he's good. He's doing his thing. Yeah. You don't have to check in on him. It's best. Like it's always sound like
sick. Yeah, man.
So
have you got some coming out shortly, or is it a case of just like having loads of stuff that's ready to come out, just in case of mastering it and trying to get that?
Yeah, so the next thing that's coming out, it's a thing with Jack Jetson and One Jack Again.
Nice.
I can't remember what it's called, something called Main Character Syndrome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Album is this?
No, just another EP.
Sick.
Yeah.
Do you find they land better doing EPs, short form things, because people haven't got the attention these days, do you think?
Yeah,
or rather than trying to put a full album together? Like,
mate, well, I mean, you know yourself, right? Doing an EP and doing an album is two completely different undertakings.
Years of work going to albums generally, whereas EPs you can kind of go, oh, we've got enough tracks here to...
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I think that like an album's probably like a little bit of, not self-aggrandization, it's like, but it's for you, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know, most people won't listen to albums, they want to listen to singles, or they'll hear like the beat, or like, you know, even with beat tapes and stuff, like I've learnt my lesson now, like, you know, don't make the beats 3 minutes long and stuff like that, because as much as I want to do loads of like little switches and think it's cool and stuff like that, you
want people to just get on with it, it's done, and like in a minute or so, a minute or two.
Well, that's it, but you know, you hear a Dilla tape and you're just like, yeah, like most of the beats are like 45 seconds, minute, but that's what, you know, if you like it, you'll just go back and bump it again and shit, won't you?
I suppose, yeah. I suppose from a rap, because I coming from a rapping point of view, I was producing as well at the time, but it always pissed me off when they were that short. She'd be like, just catching fuck. Rewind you. You kind of want them to go a bit long form, but it does seem nowadays, especially for getting on these playlists and stuff like that, they need to be 2 minutes or under, innit? Like, it's almost part and parcel of what it's got to be, man.
Yeah, you know? But I mean, I'm not chasing those playlists and stuff, though. Nah.
Is that not a part? Because I've been talking to Ron Johnson and Chills so far, and been talking to other producers as well about like trying to enter yourself into those 70,000 followed playlists and sort of find your way through it. Do you not even like...
Nah, I mean,
big people up when they put them in there, or...
I mean, to be honest, like, I appreciate when people put it in and stuff, but like, I don't even know how it works. Like, I'll be honest, I just kind of put things up and just leave it. Like, good. I mean, because I've just got an organic approach to it. You know, like, I'm not trying to... I mean, I only do it because I like it.
The amount of plays you've had and the amount of interest people are in playing your music, that's pretty impressive if you've just gone organic the whole way and just gone, there it is, it's out, deal with it, sort of thing, listen to it or whatever.
I mean... I'm glad that people enjoy the music, you know what I mean? Like, but that's the thing, like, you know, you only do it for yourself, you know what I mean? I think, like, obviously the determination going and networking, all that type of stuff, and yeah, if you actually do want to do something with music, great, absolutely do it. But like, you know,
where are you at with that in terms of what you want to do with music? Because like, would you want to full-time it or part-time it or whatever?
I mean, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? But, you know, it's one of those, like, we make UK hip-hop, bro. Like,
yeah. It often feels like it is such a niche, isn't it? Like, and it is a lot for the love at this sort of stage.
Yeah, I reckon you could probably count on one hand the amount of people that have actually, like, I'd say, rappers or producers that have actually lived off making UK hip-hop. You've got people that broke out like Beat Butcher and stuff that have gone and done the thing, but...
Yeah, maybe Loyal Kana as well, someone like that, who sort of transcended outside of hip-hop almost. But yeah, otherwise, you're probably right. You hear about like I heard about a story about, I think it was, no, I won't say the record label, but a big one that's got the artists on, probably. And like the guy who runs it still living in his parents' cellar, not making enough to live, and they're selling thousands of records a day, and almost like, and it's like, how the hell is this the case? But it's just that underappreciated. But I don't know whether that'll ever change or whether it'll just, because I know someone who kind of flipped it, changed to drum and bass, and killed it.
Yeah, well,
just rocking up millions of plays, made the job out of it, all the rest of it, and it's like almost switching genres.
Well, that's the thing. Well, because I mean, I don't just make hip hop. Like I make like garage and house and all sorts.
Have you done much of that?
Yeah, I mean, I've not really released much, but like, so we've got like, so my mate Darrell Deza, he's starting a label soon, and we're gonna put it all on that basically. So, but I've been working on it for years, like, you know, just like bits and bats.
So garage sounding stuff, like old sounding garage, or
yeah.
Nice.
Just like this type of shit I love, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if I'm just trying to make stuff that I want to play that'll make people dance. Because I guess there's like...
That's cool.
Because, you know, for years... So when I was growing up, like, I was always like a proper hip-hop head. Like, I wouldn't... And I mean, obviously, I mixed dubstep and drum and bass. I started going sub-dub when I was 15. And so, like, you know, like... But, you know, like, you took yourself into, like, certain things and you're like, nah, I only do this, I only do that. Like, I only listen to hip-hop, or I only listen to drum and bass. And oh, mate.
Put it on you,
yeah. But then, like... You know, so literally, there's just been like a couple of different like nights out that I've just ended up being like dragged on by people. It's like, oh, you'll enjoy it, and I'm like, oh, I hate house, and it's like you get there, and it's like, oh, this is actually fucking fantastic.
Yeah, because people are vibing. It is dope to make people dance, isn't it?
Yeah, so, like... entirely, and like, you know, there's different. I don't know, there's like different vibes. So say like you go to a drum and bass night, and like, you know, it's like something from like, you know, that scene in I Am Legend where he's looking for his dog, and he turns on, and it's like there are all those people like bobbing in the dark, and it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of grimy. But then you're like a nice like a garage or a house rave or something. and everyone just like kind of like having fun, like just like got actually know what's going on and stuff. Like two completely different situations. Not saying that both are bad. That's either are bad, but like I know which one I gravitate towards now because I'm nearly 30 in that. So
word. You were saying before that you're a better DJ than you are a producer. What did you mean by that? Like literally playing songs out? Do you mean or?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's just what I started with. It's sort of like, I mean, if anything, I think when you're producing, you're always your own worst critic, aren't you?
Word.
So when you make a tune, it's like so you go through. There's something being done. And there's been like done, ready to go. I'm actually want the world to hear this, and I'm never gonna want to go and tweak it again, sort of thing. Yeah. So
when do you get to that point?
Yeah. So like we're all our own worst enemy in that sense. Like like we all don't. I mean, I don't really think I'm that good, but then like I can make good tunes if you know what I mean. Yeah. But when it comes to mixing, you know what I mean. Like you've got that crowd reaction, which like obviously we all fumble and stuff like that, but it's too like I'm definitely more skilled. Like I'm better at doing that well than. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
know. Do you get much chance to do that? I'm trying to think of like whether I've seen any Selrok DJ set out in town or.
It happens like a little wild occasion. So like I've done some stuff with like Dowker and Leeds and everything. I mean I've been out and about. I've played sets here and there, but again like once I start actually releasing stuff as a producer, then like all the garage and house stuff. Then I think I want to push the DJ sets more and everything. But again, really, it's always just been for me. I don't. What I mean? Like I don't. I don't want to sound pretentious to say I don't care about people listening to it.
I like that though. Because talking to people and myself, it's like I have a lot of self-confidence issues with making the music anyway. So you can just eat yourself alive with like whether you are making it for yourself, whether it's good enough. And truth of the matter is, if you were just making it for yourself, if I was just making it for myself, I think I wouldn't care. But there is a point where once you start putting it out, because I've been putting music out, as of you, man, for like too long.
Yeah.
There's a point where it's like, yeah, I'm making this, but I know like I'm anticipating an audience at the other end of it and how they're going to take it. So even during the production of something that isn't even a full song yet, I'll be like getting in my head about like, they'll think that's whack. Or I'll have someone who criticise something about something. I'll be like, they'll probably criticise this bit of it. Yeah. And you're like, drive yourself nuts. So like almost turning the computer off.
Yeah, when you listen back to like an old tape and like, that snare's way too loud. What can I do? It's like, like that's like it's the worst theory, but that's kind of what goes back to why I was saying I think I'm a better DJ than a producer because you don't have that.
There's not that pressure on it, is there? Yeah.
Like I don't want to say it's easy, but it's a different thing.
Defo. It was interesting what you're saying about producers never getting credit. Because that's something that's always pissed me off, even though generally I've always been on the mic side of stuff, so it's not really mattered. But we went to great pains with like the Flame Griller album to be like fucking produced by.
Yeah.
And there's albums out there, there's vinyl records out there that don't have the producer's name on for like big artists who sold the thousands of them. And it almost feels like that should be like a small claims court offence
honestly,
for not putting them on, because how much exposure would that give a producer versus like not?
Mate, literally. So like I was saying, like I didn't understand that like people sampled and stuff before. Like when I was growing up, I thought that the rappers were making the beats as well. Yeah. Like honestly, like, yeah. It's absurd. But
there's still beat makers now that I'm like, someone will like, Easy Mo B made that beat or whatever, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
I had no idea that.
Yeah.
It's just, man. Has that happened to you many times? I don't want you to necessarily call anyone out, but like, has it happened where someone's blown up, but like Selrok did not get mentioned?
No. Luckily, I've managed to. I've always been cushy in that sense.
Good.
Like, yeah. I mean, people have stolen my beats, but like...
Really?
Yeah, but it's always, again, SoundCloud era stuff. It was just like...
right. And just going on YouTube and dropping a few lame bars to 20 views.
Which I think's cool, man. You know what I mean? I encourage it. Like, anybody can steal my beats happily. Like, if you start making some bread, break me some off, please.
But steal your beats happily?
Yeah. Happily steal my beats. If you want to rap to them and you enjoy it and you want to make some music to it, like I said, I don't care about if you start making some bread off it, obviously cut me in, because otherwise it might be a small claims court sort of type of situation.
That's so open of you, because I remember I was putting out Hashfinger's beat tapes on Synoptic back in 2011, and he was putting out like 5-6 track EPs of various called May, whatever, different dates and stuff, and he used to spend every evening, like sending YouTube requests to shut people down who are like produced by Hashfinger. It's like, no, it wasn't, motherfucker. You just stole my beat and rapped on it, man. He got so frustrated with it.
Yeah, I understand, right? I do understand that, right? But it's like, you know, obviously wanting to have some sort of like artistic integrity and everything, and that's completely legitimate, right? I'd never sort of badmouth anybody for it. But like I said, if somebody's finding joy from it, man, then cool. If somebody liked my beat enough to go and make a song over it, sick.
That's fucking cool, man. It's so great to hear that, because I think a lot of producers are a lot more like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck everyone.
Yeah.
Nah, that's great to hear, man. Very positive.
Yeah, no, of course, man. But like I said, I'm never intending to make any proper sort of money out of this. If somebody wants to give me cash, I will take it. I like money. We all like money. Yeah. I could do with more of it, I think. But then,
especially for your music,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, mate, if I could buy some new equipment and stuff, because I'm still working on some crusty old drum machines and shit.
Yeah. Crusty ones are the best. What would you get if you were? What have you got your eyes on? If money wasn't an object, what are you getting in the studio tomorrow?
I'd get a new mixing desk. I'd get a 3000
MPC 3000.
Yeah.
They're the new ones with all the screen and that on.
Yeah. So that was the one that basically it's like the most. It's an old one, but then it's also really capable. So I'm using the 1000. So I had the 2000 XL.
Oh yeah,
which is great.
That's the classic.
Yeah. But if you don't have the effects board, useless pretty much.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
But then also because I didn't have 8 outs and I didn't have the effects board, so it was like, and I didn't have a mixer anyway, so it's like you can literally just make rinky-dink little beats in there, and it's like you've got like a filter and that's it. Like, but I didn't know, and it's like, but I had my SP404 as well, so I could have been MIDIing them up and stuff, but again, I didn't know. So
yeah. That stuff's rock hard to like figure out, isn't it, man? Like, if someone in there with their, you know, over your shoulder going, now you do this, now you do that, like, it can be really tricky.
Oh yeah, no, if you have like a mentor type of geezer, then yeah, that's fantastic. But like, no, you just kind of need to figure things out yourself, don't you? YouTube stuff as you go along, and just like
yeah. So, because you've produced at like, well, top level really, because you've been on some albums that have like hit millions and millions of views, like making the beats for and stuff. Like, is there anything in the woodwork, or is there anyone you're like, yo, I really want to work with such and such? Because like, I feel like anyone in the UK hip hop scene isn't impossible for you to like be making a beat for, you know what I mean?
I just want to keep on making tunes with the homies, man. So say like, like the Compound lot and everything, like Verbs, like all them boys. Like,
yeah. So you work with Verbs, right? Is he a Brighton rapper? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he's from Croydon.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's done some stuff on High Focus amongst other stuff.
Yeah. He's on High Focus with Slips and everyone. Like, yeah.
And he comes through to your yard and records.
Nah,
and stuff.
So like we've met. So like he's one of the, because obviously he lives on the other end of the country. So like we've met each other, like, you know, like in different situations and stuff like that.
Because last time I was meant to come through, I was going to meet you just to chill, and you were, Verbs is here, and we're just out the blue. Like.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, when people come through to Leeds to do a show, they'll like come through to my house, and So we just end up making a bunch of tunes. So like again, like I've got like, you know, tunes. I've got unreleased tunes with loads of people. I'm terrible for it, bro. Like, yeah.
You are terrible for it. I'd be screaming it if I was your label owner or whatever. I'd be like, we need these fucking things out, man.
Yeah. See, but that's why we do it ourselves, because I don't need the pressure. I'm just trying to do it for fun, bro.
Just do it for fun. Yeah, do it for fun. But then you got all this shit that actually the fans would be dying over if they knew you had it.
Yeah, but then it's kind of funny, right? So we were making this joke because, like, you know, like with the Winter Sessions thing, because we've been talking about releasing it so long. It's like we've got like the little secret society. It's like, we've got all this really good music, but nobody else is allowed to hear it.
You're just playing. You've got it on your headphones, unmastered and stuff like that.
Yeah, must have listened to it like 1,000 times.
What if you drop dead tomorrow and no one ever gets that shit again? Like,
if I drop dead tomorrow, burn my entire thing. Like,
don't let that out.
No.
So you're just sitting on all this sick music that people may or may not ever hear.
It'll come out. I mean, to be honest with you, because I'm determined to actually go back through the archives and just do it, you know what I mean? Because like also I think a big problem is things get applied to like project, you know, like theoretical projects you might do. So you do like 3 tunes and it's like you never end up finishing the EP, they'll just sit there forever. So it's
in
like
a folder on Dropbox or
exactly.
Whatever.
Really all I need to do is just do like a lost tapes type of situation and just you know, just like, here's all these tunes that I've done with all these rappers over the years.
You need a Giles Peterson type character to come along and just go, send me something fucking sick. Because the thing is, if a different person from a different sick record label or whatever came on and said, send me something sick, you could just keep churning it out? Like, oh, I've got this one with this guy.
Oh,
that,
yeah. We've got literally. I probably released like less than 1% of the shit that I've made in my life. Like, even look at my thing. Like, I've been making beats for over 10 years. I mean, God knows how long I've been making beats for, but I've probably got about 50 tunes.
It's kind of galling, bro, because I'm like scraping a barrel at this point. I'm like, haven't got anything for my next album. Like, put everything out for my last one. I'm like, I've got there are bits and pieces of music that exist, but like, it is galling to hear that like 99% of your dope shit isn't even out yet.
Oh, bro, yeah, it's kind of criminal, really, isn't it? Like,
it's criminal, yeah, to the hip hop scene, man. Definitely, man. We should have heard that shit. But fuck it, man.
I'll try. I mean, I will get out at some point.
Yeah, do, man, please.
But when your output's high, like when I make more beats than I can physically release, then what are you meant to do? Like,
So what's your process then? Like, so you're, you've got a weekend now. Are you just jump straight in the studio, get straight on the beats?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So,
and what's the process for that? Are you looking for a sample, or have you got a massive folder of shit you've already got? How's that?
It's always different. Like, I mean, usually I'll start with drums first, usually, just because like that's like my thing. You know what I mean? I fucking like. Well, I guess that's the boom bap thing in it. It's like,
I usually think if the drums sound sick, Jack Dance is a great example of this. If the drum sounds sick, doesn't matter. You can put fucking whatever over the top of it, and it'll sound fucking pretty sick.
Yeah. Just get some like horror noises, some shit, delay them out, get a nice heavy bass on the go.
Sounds fire, doesn't it?
Simplicity could be beautiful. Like, but that's the thing about hip hop beats, man. It's like literally all you need is a drum, like drums, a sample, and a bass.
Yeah.
And that's it. Some of the best beats in the world are that. You know what I mean? Like, if you sit there and you try doing some like 15-track super fucking thing, it's like, don't need to do all that, man. Like, so yeah, like literally, I'll get some banging drums going. I'll find a sample. I'll either literally sometimes I'll just be lazy and just loop this shit up because like, if a loop's good enough, you don't want to sully it, you know what I mean? They've done something,
ruin it.
Yeah, because that's what we do. You
only need 40 seconds of it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, man, like really, we're like doing excavation sort of thing. We're breathing new life into music that would otherwise be forgotten, aren't we? Like,
if we're sampling, definitely, yeah. And you're mainly samples, would you say? Like,
yeah. Like I do my thing with the piano and everything. But, like the thing with Pertrelli, that was all like the most recent one on the.
That was all synth and that.
Yeah. That was all just
Very
like me
cool.
playing like piano and shit. Like,
I didn't know. So and that's just self-taught. What sounds good when you're playing it, sort of thing. Because you've not had lessons or anything.
No, not a day in my life, man. But I think it's one of those where because I think it's just learning to play bass from the sample that you get. Because I mean, obviously, it comes naturally, doesn't it? Notes are right or wrong. So you just kind of like,
you just key or they're not, fully.
Yeah, so I couldn't like sit down at a piano and play you something beautiful, but I could sit down with Ableton and figure out a bunch of chords and then lay down a melody over those chords and then a bass line that goes with it. And
that's cool, man. That's so cool that you've just like that. That's there because that's not natural to everyone, That's obviously you're born with a musical brain because like that. Some people can't even sing in key, you know what I mean? Don't even know what notes in or out sort of thing until someone else plays it for them.
No,
so
I'm a firm believer that everybody can. Like, I mean, especially when it comes to hip hop, man. There's a lot of people that really shouldn't be rapping and stuff that are rapping right now. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Like, I won't say it to their face because I'm too nice. No. And also, live your dream. You know what I mean? Like, because ignorance is bliss.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's out here like actually loving it, do
Good
your fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I mean, like, if anybody wants to rap over my beats, even if you're shit, do it. Yeah, live your dream.
And when you go in and your drums first. Now, is that just on Ableton and you're literally laying in like the kick snare, or are you putting them on there? Are you playing it through the SP?
No. So what I do, I mean, I've done it a bunch of different ways. Sometimes I'll just do it on Ableton. Like, I'm not going to front and say, oh, I only use my equipment or whatever. Like, some of my best beats I made like fucking on a laptop on a plane and shit. You know what I mean? Like, with like nothing. But then like, so at home, like usually, so I've got like my PC 1000. So I'll start off with like I'll like get a couple of breaks, chop them up, like pitch them in so they match nicely, get some digital drums underneath them so that like the punch in, and then that gets you've got like you've only got 4 outs. You can turn it into 6 outs, but really 4 outs on your 1000.
Yeah.
So I run that into the mixing desk, and then I've got like a couple of effects, got like compressor, EQ, all that type of stuff on there. So then you get them sounding super crispy on there.
Are you physically pressing them in though?
Yeah.
So
no quantization ever. No,
nice, I like that.
Can't be done. It just sounds wrong, doesn't it? Like,
it does sound, it can sound really odd.
Yeah.
Lots of people do it that way.
I mean, unless you use your swing settings, then, but obviously when you're playing, actually you're doing your own swing in it. So it's like, I would rather me do. I mean, even though there's only so many drum patterns you could do in the world that sound good anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if you can play a drum pattern, and guaranteed somebody else will have also already done that.
100%.
Yeah. It's nothing's new in that sense.
No.
Yeah. It's just.
If you're out digging then for do you dig vinyl or do you dig online?
I mean, mostly online, man. I mean, I do buy records. I'll buy records. I go digging and stuff.
What's what sort of artist or what sort of music is like getting a glint in your eye, like, oh, right, yeah, there's some dope shit on this.
Yeah, well, so, we've all got a few cheat codes in it. So, like, if there's a naked lady on there, it's good. There's, like... No.
That's not even, I imagine that was good. Cheat code, so, like, jazz in certain... No. If there's a naked lady on the front...
Yeah. Well, then there's, like, like, jazz from, like, certain years and stuff like that is going to be correct. Like, I'm not going to say too much because I don't want people to go and buy the ones from the very... Because, ultimately, it's fucking hard to dig in England, man.
Very.
Like, you see, like, like, the Mad Lib documentaries and shit, like, they're going and just, like, pulling out heat left, right,
I'll
and
just
centre.
open up the Blue Note fucking vault. Mate, that's why.
Here it's just like Johnny Mathis, and like literally every single charity shop in the UK has like the same.
ABBA.
The same set of 50 records that nobody fucking wants anymore.
Yeah. Nice. Did you do a Tony Green from Release Records did a box sets thing?
Yeah.
Because there's always shit box sets in all the charities, and he ended up with thousands of them. Did you end up flipping one?
Yeah.
Was it for Sangria Kong's group?
Yeah. So that's coming out soon, I think. So yeah, because they're doing physicals of that as well, aren't they?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What did you end up flipping? Was it something you wouldn't have usually?
No, God, I would not at all. It was like it was some folk stuff. It was like a folks record.
Did you get a choice, or did you just here you go?
It was just here you go, man. But I mean, which is fair enough.
Were you happy with the end product? Because this is it. I wonder what happens with... Well, I don't wonder what happens. I had to give a shit record to a few producers, and they did really well with them, which kind of made me think, actually, maybe they're Mathis records in the charity shop. You probably could flip them.
Oh, yeah, you can do something with it. Mate, I've made tunes off drum and bass tunes. Like, I've sampled some really weird shit, bro. Like, but it's just when you hear something, you're just like, yep. You know what I mean? Like, you hear something, you pre-construct it in your head already, don't you?
Yeah,
like,
of course,
that's got that, yeah. Like, again, I think it just comes with time, though. Like, I'm really convinced of like the accessibility of hip hop. It's so like it's just such a DIY. But that's what it's meant to be, isn't it? It's like a DIY thing. It's not,
and it's not meant to sound that good. I was talking to Ron Johnson about this. Like, things are too polished nowadays, and the hip hop particularly, like, or top, the ones that are getting multi-million plays and stuff. It's just, or like anything Eminem puts out recently, it just sounds like so fucking polished. It doesn't sound
Eminem's
thrown
terrible,
together.
though.
He's absolutely dog shit. But it's called hip hop.
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
like it's missing that essence of it sounding a bit more like
bit rugged
homemade.
and raw. Yeah, come
yeah.
on now, man. Like, when you listen to like Cage tapes and it's like, well, literally stuff off cassette and it's like, you're missing like half the frequencies and shit. But it's like, sounds rough, rugged and raw, man. It sounds great, bro.
Sounds good to go, doesn't it, man?
Love that shit. But no, like, you do have that stuff come in, like, like say like Alchemist and stuff like that. Like, people are still doing proper hip hop. Like, it's still happening, and like I love like all this, like all this new like loop type of shit, like like Mike and like Navy Blue and all that.
I don't know them. What sort of, is that still hip hop?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, well, it's just a continuation of like, I guess I don't want to say boom bap because that's obviously pigeonholing it, but I guess just sort of like alternative hip hop to trap and drugs and money type of shit. Like, they still talk about drugs and money type of shit because obviously all rappers do.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, but the beats are fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, but really, like, if you want to get into that type of shit, just start off with Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
So Mike.
Yeah. But it's like Earl Sweatshirt. So all that type of stuff. You know
all
what he's
dudes.
doing. Yeah. Like all action. The type of shit that Action Bronson's doing. All that type of stuff. Like, yeah. So you know what I mean? It's kind of a continuation of boom bap. It's not really, but but they will just But I'll make some of those beats where you don't even put drums on. You know what I mean? It's just you just loop the shit and it sounds beautiful. You know what I mean? Compress it to hell. Turn up the bass. Like
Sounds
there you go.
nice. Yeah. Rock Marciano does stuff over mad stuff without drums on and stuff, and it sounds fat, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
why
seen him
not?
in Manchester like 6 months ago, man.
Oh, really?
Honest, so fucking good, bro.
Yeah?
Honest, yeah. The absolute guy, man. I swear to God.
You said you said boom bap almost like it was a bit of a swear word. Is it just because it, as you say, pigeonholing it? Is it like?
Well, yeah. Well, like when you say you make boom bap, you sound like a crusty old geezer, don't you? You know what I mean? Like,
I do feel like a crusty old geezer when I say boom bap. It's funny that, but how the fuck else do you explain it? Because if you say hip hop, you kind of bring in everything into that, and there's some stuff I really fucking hate in hip hop, man.
Yeah. Again, this is something that I've learned over the years, man. Like, at first I was like hate trap. You know what I mean? Like fucking all those like high
unpopular opinion. Isn't it?
But now. Love it all, bro.
Yeah.
Throw on some Future, love it. Throw on some like 90s Memphis shit, love it. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Good music's good music, innit? Like,
good music is good music. Yeah, that is true. But people seem to die over shit music.
Yeah.
So that's where I get confused, because I'm like, yeah, but this is shit. But people are like, nah. And I think a lot of you even see people like Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
Like, who listen to stuff like that, and it was like, it's fucking terrible and it's not music. But they're almost like, defeated by it, and I feel a bit like that because it's like you can't get on your, and I don't wish to get on my high horse either because it's just kids making music and that's how it's working.
People
like,
just love it. Everyone's just living their own fucking movie in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
everyone's their own main character in it.
Exactly,
like.
but Joey, that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like everyone says it like it's a bad thing. You know. Do it, you know what I mean? Have fucking fun. Like, so, you know, like, say, like, Playboy Carti or something, yeah? I love Playboy Carti's music, it's great. And, like, that's, you know, to somebody that's like, supposed to be, like, a boom bap producer or whatever, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, what are you doing?
Listen to that shit.
Yeah, but it's sick, man. He's obviously just having fun. The people fucking, obviously, the people that are fans of it, they obviously love it.
Yeah.
What is there to hate?
Are you always this positive? You're unbearably positive about everything.
Yeah, I probably am, yeah.
Are you always just the guy who's like lifting everyone up and like, fucking, let's do this, let's do that?
I mean, I'm not trying, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in being fucking mongy, is there? Like,
you're nearly 30, bro. Is it coming? Is it around the corner?
No, but you know, they always say that, like, you know, like as you get older, you get more right wing and all that type of shit. That's not happening to me yet. No. No, I'm still a peace and love and unity and all that type of shit, bro. Like.
Fuck, man. Oh, bro. I feel like I've exhausted most of the questions I was going to ask you, so I'm pretty happy if you're happy to call it there.
Yeah,
it's been one of my shorter ones, but like you're a fast fucking talker and a positive motherfucker, so I can't even talk to you about any like depressing shit or anything that pisses you off.
Oh, yeah.
So rip his beats.
Yeah.
Go. Next time. Sick guy. Thanks so much for talking to me, brother.
Yeah, respect, man.
That.
Yeah, no worries.
Woo. See what I mean? That was some quick talking, and I was not slowing it down myself. The questions were coming thick and fast, and yeah, we were getting on with our day. So yeah, so pleased he could join me because he is royalty as far as West Yorkshire production's concerned. Keep an eye out for him. He's doing some sick stuff, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, big up.